What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and today we're actually talking about Doctor Who viewership numbers, baby, because my god, they are not increasing and they're just continuing to go down. But when we start over here at Rotten Tomatoes, we can see that the general audience score for this season of Doctor Who is still sitting at a 33%. Nobody really likes what they're seeing. Nobody's actually enjoying what's going on here. And besides stands and shills coming out of the woodworks to try to say that what is happening right now is actually a good thing and isn't actually continuing to destroy Doctor Who and the lore of Doctor Who, it ain't in a good position. But we come over here to UK Doctor Who ratings of 2024, and I'll scroll down here and I'll stop just around to the point that we can see where last week's viewerships were over at 73 yards, and you can see it was at a 2.62 million viewership number. Now that viewership number was 110% because of a Moffat boost. You can even see that Moffat boost didn't even help out Boom that much. It really wasn't an improvement. It was a continual downgrade from what we have been seeing. And as you can see with the consolidated viewerships for Boom, it wasn't assistance. It wasn't help. And then after 73 yards, you could see it right here with where we are right now with Dot and Bubble, 2.12 million. It's going down again. It ain't good. It's dropping back down again because people watched 73 yards. They saw how awful it truly was. They realized that there was no story to 73 yards. So then they checked out. Then when it came over to Dot and Bubble, yeah, it might have a larger overnight viewership than, say, Boom. But all in all, it's still not good viewership. All in all, it's still continuing to go downwards. You saw an increase in one episode, and that was it. And that was because of a Moffat boost. There's nothing else to help with that boost. There's nothing else to explain that other than good word of mouth with Stephen Moffat. Now, I did say on my Doctor Who Cares review that I thought that these numbers would be more around the 2.0 range and not the 2.12 range. I'll admit I was wrong there. I thought they would be a little bit lower than they are right now, but I'm not shocked that they dropped at all. I'm just not, especially when you come over here to Samba TV data. Now, this is Samba TV data that should encapsulate 73 yards, right? 73 yards should be in the Samba TV data, but as we have seen week over week over week, it ain't there. Not there one. Hey, Bridgerton's there. Season 3 of Bridgerton's there. Nothing else is here. You got Atlas, you got Dune Part 2, you got Tears Season 1. Yeah, it's just not here. Why is that? Because guys, I've said it constantly. Disney Plus is a dead platform. So if your overnights from BBC One are garbage, if it's not trending at all with Samba TV or anything like that, if Nielsen data, which we still have not gotten to the first week of Doctor Who via Nielsen data, we're 1 week away. Again, X-Men 97 was airing at this time. Nobody watched it. Nobody watched X-Men 97 over on Disney Plus. Heck, when we go to originals, nothing. No Disney Plus here at all. We go to acquired, you got one Disney Plus. And that's because of Bluey, because Bluey's this family-friendly show that everybody that watches it honestly loves and enjoys. And families can be assured that they can put their kids in front of that and have a good time with it. So nothing's tracking with Disney Plus outside of one acquired show. So that leads you to realize that nobody's watching. You can have all the stands come out over and over again, have everybody come out, shills, stands, whatnot, say viewership is different. Nobody's watching it the same way anymore. They wait till it's on streaming and then they binge it all. And guess what? None of that's coming to fruition. Nothing is showing that it's trending at all. Everything shows you that it's trending in the exact reverse. People are checking out. People are dipping away. People are going to find real escapism. People are going to watch actual shows, actual things that might be interesting to them, and things that aren't preaching to them, things that aren't shoving garbage down your throat. Because we come over here to Indy 100. Doctor Who, Dot and Bubble has people rooting for slugs? That's right, because after Dot and Bubble came out, the stands were divided. The people that praised this show were divided because on one hand, you had the eat the rich narrative. On the other hand, you had the Doctor saving a bunch of racists. Then when it comes to the actual message of the episode, what is actually going on in the episode, they're divided even further because nobody really knows what the meaning of the episode was. Was it a criticism on always be on social media, being connected to the internet? Is it a criticism of racism? Is it a possible criticism of algorithms? Nobody knows. Nobody can tell you what it is. They're divided. Stans are divided on this episode. And that's the funniest part about this. The people that should be praising this are divided themselves. Heck, some of them are coming out saying that's a 6 out of 10. Nobody liked this past episode because of the messaging, because of the twist. The twist ruins it all. You get over here, Doctor Who Season 14, Episode 5, ending addressed by showrunner. Do you think racism is only in the past? But that's just it. That's just it. Throughout sci-fi, even in Doctor Who, they have addressed racism and racism allegories in a very entertaining and informative way. There's a great episode revolving with Donna and the Doctor when they go see the Ood, when they're watching the Ood be slaves and how people were treating the Ood as nothing more than slaves, and it turns out that that was wrong. The Doctor fought on behalf of them. We've had racism allegories, slavery allegories. We've had it all over and over and over again, but this time it's ham-fisted. This time it's forced into the end, and it recontextualizes the entire episode to the point that people don't want to watch it, to the point that people are honestly annoyed with what just happened there, and stans are hating it. Oh, what else? Doctor Who just showed what the real problem is this season. Guess what? They're saying that the real problem is humanity, is that humans are the evil. Humans are the true villains of this entire thing. I don't blame them. This past episode, I kind of agree with some of the stands. Slug should have ate them all. But when you have this whole message, underlining message that humanity is the problem in Doctor Who, that is so antithetical to what Doctor Who was. Doctor Who has this entire message of humanity will always persist and humanity will always prevail, that humans are the good guys. No matter what evil they wrought, no matter how dark it gets, humans are always the good guys. And now we're finding out that more than likely, Russell T Davies is making the villains humans, which is against Doctor Who altogether. You might have had bad humans in the past, you might have had bad instances in the past, but they were never evil. The Doctor always believed that they could rise above what they were, become something greater, become something more. And now we're finding out that there's a good chance that they're just evil. Oh, but what else? Doctor Who lead Ncuti Gatwa says series will definitely address protagonist's new race feature episode inspired by his very leftist liberal bubble. His exact words. We haven't had the episode based on his leftist liberal bubble yet, unless that was 73 yards, and even then I don't really see it. But we finally got the episode based on his race. We finally got it. And guess what? People don't like it. People are thinking it's dumb. People are thinking it's stupid. And you ham-fisted it in there at the very end. You forced it in there. And a story that, again, I was honestly getting behind. I thought there were some stupid points that were being made. But I liked the story. I liked the narrative. I was actually enthralled with what was happening. And then you shove the garbage in there that recontextualizes the entire thing. And people turned away. People don't want this. People are getting tired of this because it's just propaganda. All we are seeing is that Russell T Davies doesn't know what the Doctor is anymore. He can't write without shoving his politics in there. He can't do anything. And he thinks he's this great auteur. He's this great Shakespearean style writer, when in reality, he's no better than all the other garbage tier writers we've been having over the years. Doctor Who right now is trash. And I'm not shocked that this viewership number is low. Heck, I think next week's viewership numbers will be even lower, especially after what we just saw here. All we are watching is the continued degradation of Doctor Who and the continuation of audiences checking out. The biggest numbers you got in Doctor Who come from the 60th anniversary and the Christmas special. You ain't seeing those numbers again. You ain't seeing that ever coming out again. And you'll never see numbers during Russell T Davies' first run. You're never going to see numbers like that again. You're never going to see 8 million. You're never going to see 10 million. You're never going to see 13 million numbers. You're just going to keep seeing people checking out as these numbers continue to dwindle week over week over week. And I don't care how many times stans or shills come out and say, no, it's great, it's fine, audiences are watching somewhere else, audiences are watching on Disney Plus, numbers don't prove that. audiences are watching over on the BBC iPlayer. Can't use iPlayer numbers because watch for like 2 minutes and you get a single view. That's not trustworthy. Nothing is showing that this show is succeeding. And in all reality, nothing's even showing that the show is turning a profit either. But hey, what do I know? The number's right here, and I'm just telling you what it truly says. But I'll leave it there. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.